Happy 2017, I'm Lockstin and welcome to my universe. Did you know that there are 3 particular years that are often debated as being the best years in gaming? One of these years is 2007, exactly 10 years ago. So is this year the 10th anniversary of the best year in gaming, or is it just the year after one of the worst? Let's have that discussion. And hey, no worries, it's not your fault, but you did interrupt my enjoyment of these amazing Catalyst gaming mints. I'm sure glad they sponsored this video. Every 3 of these gives the same energy as an energy drink, but without all the calories and sugars that we could all use less of. These things help me work better, think harder, remember what I study, and yes, even game better. And that's thanks to the Siberian eleuthero root in them. The energy lasts longer thanks to it, and doesn't cause a big crash like lots of other sources of caffeine. You can get some too by checking the link in the description or this video. So in 2007, the gaming industry may have had its best year ever. So many major franchises got their start here, and so many influential business decisions and individual games got released too. And where else can you start but the beginning of the year? The first notable release was the first World of Warcraft expansion, the Burning Crusade. Being that World of Warcraft was and still is the biggest MMORPG, it sold astronomically well for an expansion, and its success led to many more expansions down the road. And of course, with each expansion, more was added to World of Warcraft, and as World of Warcraft changed and adapted, so too did the entire MMORPG genre, because so many games were just copying World of Warcraft. They say influenced, but they were copying. Grim Grimoire and Odin Sphere were also both released, both by the same developer, Vanillaware, and both to critical acclaim, though not so much commercial. However, they did turn many heads due to their art styles. These games, and especially Odin Sphere, are often credited as being the most beautiful 2D games ever created, and went on to influence the art styles of many future titles. There was also BioShock, which brought more mature writing to the FPS genre, being a highly philosophical game that tells its story not just through words, but through atmosphere. Many future game developers give credit to BioShock as a major point of inspiration. 2007 also brought us Halo 3, which many consider to be the pinnacle of the Halo series when referring to its multiplayer. Selling over 14 million units proves this because it's the best-selling Halo. But that's not the only major franchise that is supposedly peaking in 2007. Many argue that Call of Duty did the same with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which ended up selling over 15 million copies thanks to its perfected multiplayer. It was also the first Call of Duty game with an M rating due to its more realistic portrayal of war. I say realistic loosely, of course. Modern Warfare won Game of the Year that year, and is the only Call of Duty with a large enough desire for a remastering that it got one. 2007 also saw the Orange Box, a box containing the very critically acclaimed Half-Life 2 and all of its episodes, as well as Portal, which invented an entirely new type of puzzle game, and Team Fortress 2, often credited as one of the greatest multiplayer experiences of all time on PC. While Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield change yearly or almost yearly, you only had to buy Team Fortress 2 once. And 10 years later, while its community has shrunk substantially in just the last few years though, it is still strong enough to be worth playing daily even. And it has since gone free to play. Many PC games completely unrelated to TF2 would include pre-order bonuses of hats for TF2 based on things in their own game. That's how big TF2 was. The potential of getting a TF2 hat would sell pre-orders of full release title games. I'm stumbling over my words because of how crazy that is. It also showed that an FPS doesn't have to be gritty and realistic to be popular. TF2 is funny and humorous and cartoony in all the right ways, and has inspired an FPS subgenre of team and objective-based gameplay with drastically different classes. And that's not all. 2007 introduced many of the game franchises that make up the entire mainstream gaming scene today, like Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, The Witcher, Mass Effect, and there were other massive franchises that would shape the next many years, like Rock Band, Portal, Skate, BioShock, and Crysis. Crysis pushed video graphics to their limits, and was considered to be the pinnacle of realism for many years after release. That is, until Crysis 2. Many consider 2007 to be the greatest year of gaming because it seems to mark the beginning of where we are today, modern gaming. The Wii and PS3 came out just a year prior, and there were all those franchises that I mentioned getting their start. Games for Windows Live got its start too, as did WiiWare. Some other notable games to come out in 2007 include Metroid Prime 3, concluding the Metroid Prime trilogy, Jade Empire, God of War 2, The Elder Scrolls 4 expansion, Shivering Isles, Guitar Hero 2, Super Paper Mario, Tomb Raider Anniversary, multiple ports of Resident Evil 4, the game of the year from 2005, which is often another contender for the greatest game of all time, The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, and Super Mario Galaxy, which is considered to be one of the greatest and most creative 3D platformers of all time. So, with the creation of so many huge franchises and the pinnacles of others, it's no wonder why so many point to 2007 as one of, if not the, greatest year for gaming. The only other years often brought up for this is 1998 and 1997, which was 20 years ago. I'll have to do a video about that too, but what do you think? Are there any other years that have as many notable and fantastic games that are influential to modern day? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and hey, while you're down there, why not check out Catalyst Mints? You may just fall in love like I have. And until next time, stay awesome. And hey, here's that video about 1997, and here's one about Halo and how the needler weapon works. It's complicated, but cool.